Right on.
Wait till we
Oh
get
yeah, this is a...
We do have a gift for you as well. The international symbol of hospitality. Your
All right,
pineapple.
thank you. It's kind of got like a... I'm not in Toronto anymore. I'm in a... It's like a tiki vibe.
You're our first ever visitor in this ramshackle studio.
Awesome.
You've got a lot of music from the southern states that you wanted to play. What is it about that area that draws you right in?
We recorded back in the 90s. Thrush Hermit went to Memphis and made a record for 6 weeks with a guy named Doug Easley. And I really fell in love with Memphis. I fell in love with Memphis. It's like it's a rough town. It was pretty, it was definitely, there was a lot of poverty and stuff there, but the musical history blew my mind and still does. I've been back a bunch of times since. I love spinning this song because it's the first song I heard by her. It's called 2 Winters Long, and it was on a mixtape that my wife made me when we first started dating back in the 90s. And so every time I hear this song, I think of her, and I love Irma Thomas's singing so much, I became obsessed with her. And in the early days of eBay, it was the one time when I actually did go kind of collectory on vinyl, and I ordered some original pressings of her stuff off the internet that I couldn't find in Halifax. But I emailed her. I found her email address on the internet in about 2000, 2001, and I wrote her because I covered one of her songs, and I'd written a song called Unconditional Love that I had always imagined her singing from this album called Down to the Khyber. And I wrote her and I told her this, and I also said, P.S. who was the drummer on Wish Someone Would Care, because the drums are so good on it. And she wrote me back an hour later, and she said, Joel, Earl Palmer was the drummer on Wish Someone Would Care. I'd love to hear some of your music. Here's my P.O. box. And she sent me her P.O. box, and I sent her the music that I recorded. And so anyway, that's my story about Irma Thomas.
That's amazing. Let's talk about mixtapes, as your wife made you one.